filling and being met when they're getting what they've been depleted of for so long, the body starts working better. And when the body starts working better, that's any really true plant medicine that the body starts to use, it's going to enhance that. So with the enzymes, that's really what's going on. Because when you start filling the receptors, the body starts to balance. Like your hormones start to balance out. Your endocrine system starts functioning different. That's like your thyroid. Okay, a lot of thyroid issues out there. Sexual health. I mean, all of that starts to come into play. The immune system, the nervous system, cramps, like what I experienced last night because of the nerves. That's why I did that so fast, because it was really just that pain that I was feeling was just done. I mean, and that's a pretty cool thing if you've ever dealt with those bad boys. But it is, there's receptors all throughout the body. And there's a couple big receptors that they talk about. They think there's another third, but that hasn't really come out. There's so much research happening, but one's near the brain. That's why you see and hear about so many people having results from seizures, Parkinson's, anxiety. I mean, it's fabulous for like concussions, anything to do with the brain. So that's super important. I think if everyone kind of understands, like the CBD is like it's like kind of the immune system of the plant. So it's working within our body that way. And I feel kind of what we've witnessed with enzymes from generation to generation. What we know now is that kids are being born with hardly any enzymes often. Not always, but often. And so that's really the magic or secret question, or the mystery is, what are people starting their life with now in their little bank account of enzymes? We don't typically start life like we used to. You guys following that? So we're running out really young. And you run out quicker the more poo you're eating, the more heated and processed food. When I say poo, right? And so,
okay.
It's all right. But I think that's why everything goes back to that. So every disease goes back to that. You guys know that or don't know that. If you don't know it, every single disease goes back pretty much to inflammation, which pretty much started in the gut. All of it. All of it. Almost every single health issue you see going on now could have been prevented with no meds. It was started with food. And it's so simple, no one believes it. And that's okay. I mean, we've been teaching this story for 20 years, and no one believed it then either.
It's a fact.
We're like a broken record.
It is what it is. And so to us, you want to do everything you can to prevent anything you can, and then we also want to repair whatever we can. The body just needs that chance to do it. But it's super difficult because we're not allowed to say anything. We've never been allowed to say anything. So the receptors, when we say the locks kind of filling, or the keys, putting the keys in the locks, some of your receptors are going to feel quicker than others. Sometimes people will feel it the first couple of days, and then it'll kind of tail off, and then it comes back in a week or two, because our bodies are the same but they're different. So we have different things going on, and it is like an adaptogen where it's seeking different parts of your body to do what your body's looking for. So that's why, I was talking to someone today about someone saying, I gave someone a bottle and they said it wasn't working for them. That's like saying enzymes aren't working for you. That's complete nonsense. They break your cooked food down every single time, period, fact, end of story.
Yeah.
So if someone says it's not working for them, well, what's not working? You didn't lose 50 pounds in the first week? Did someone tell them that? And it's the same thing with CBD. What are they trying to accomplish? So even if someone's not fixing something they're trying to fix, in a short period of time, that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. That doesn't mean it's not working. And what happens when we've done this for so long, when people stop using or stop trying what we're saying, they always come back. But they come back when they're sick because they didn't listen in the first place. And so it's kind of difficult because you guys set the expectation by what you tell people. They're going to expect what you say. And that's why you got to be careful what you're telling people. You have to let them know we're all different. And if they say, well, I've got this and I've got that, well, great, try this. You know, type 2 diabetes, yeah, we've seen that work on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So I just was talking to someone downstairs and she had a huge plate of dessert.
That was me. Oh, a different person.
That could have been. And she goes, I've got this sugar problem. I'm like, really? She had 2 plates going.
I feel her pain.
And I go, well, all right, that could kind of be part of the issue, but it's lifestyle changes. All this is lifestyle changes. So, but have the confidence with both the CBD fluid and with the enzymes. You guys, it works every time. It doesn't mean someone might not need more. Someone's having seizures and flip and take more if 2 drops isn't stopping it. If the migraine didn't go away, then take more.
Yeah.
If they're dealing with something a little more serious, you know, we'll tell them get 3 drops 4 times a day.
The skin has a lot of receptors on it as well, which I always tell people do it internal, external, because just because you don't feel it fixing your ankle, it's because it may be fixing some other part of your body that you can't feel. Like maybe it's fixing your liver, but you can't feel your liver. So if you want it to fix your ankle, take it while it's still fixing the internal part of your body, but put it on the ankle. Because you have a lot of receptors in the skin, that's why it'll work on that location. So if someone has knee issues, or even if you're just going to work out and your elbow hurts every time you work out, or you have tennis elbow, put it on topically and take it internally. So do both. And then they tend to get that feeling of what they're trying to fix more immediate, but they're also still getting the internal benefits. The other thing we found with a lot of people is to always rub at least 1 drop on the back of the neck and take it internally. Something about the back of the neck, probably just because it goes to some of the receptors, because it goes through the skin pretty quick because it's water compatible, so it travels through really, really quickly. That's been super successful for people. Anyone with thyroid issues, I have them rub it on the thyroid externally as well as taking it internally.
So
as well.
do you do 2 drops
You can
internally?
One
and 2
goes
drops
pretty
on
far,
okay,
so I'll do 1. I mean, unless they're starting to get like a goiter or something a little bit more severe, then I'd probably do 2 drops, and I'd probably be taking 12 internally. You know, so up the amount, and then it depends what people are dealing with the other products too. You can always, because they're food and plant based, including the CBD, you can take a lot more than you would of anything traditional, which would become toxic if you were taking that much.
Yeah, and I failed to remind everyone today, there's no bell curve like with CBD oil, where you take too much, you start to lose the effect. So now you've wasted your time and your money. That does not happen with fluid. So you're just spending more money. So we try to be a little more conservative and use less, you know, and spend less. But that it's okay if someone takes more. Shoot, I used half a bottle last night.
Yeah.
I didn't need to.
Mind you, the room was dark. I wasn't much help because I'm half asleep, and he's like pouring it in his hand and then rubbing it all on his.
No, I started getting the drop route, and I'm like, screw this. And then I just poured it in my
When he
hand.
said he was screaming out loud, he was literally screaming out loud, and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God we're down the end of the hallway. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, they're thinking I got him tied up right now. He's screaming for help.